glad to be back.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We hope that everyone had a safe and joyful, jolly Christmas, holidays, New Year's.
Yep.
And if you had a birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah.
All of it, because I feel like it has been so long.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a few weeks, but here we are.
Yep. We're happy to be back with you and to get back at it.
Yes. So, before we forget, follow us, like us.
All of
it.
Comment on this video. So listen, subscribe to this YouTube channel. We need to get our subscribers up. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like the video. Share us with everyone that you know and meet and come in contact with. On the social media platforms, we are on Facebook. We are on Instagram as well as Twitter.
Right.
All right. So we wanted to start out. We have a very, I think, great dynamic topic.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. So I really want y'all to get in the comment section because I think it's going to spark a lot of thoughts.
Okay.
And I think you may have a lot to say. So we're going to say the topic is loyalty versus faithfulness. Okay. What is it? And are they the same? Okay. And I'll just say maybe to give us a little bit of direction, maybe loyalty versus faithfulness in terms of love. Is it the same thing?
And when you say love, what?
Like a relationship.
Any type of relationship.
Yeah,
romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is faith?
Faithfulness?
Oh, what is faithful? Yeah, what is faithfulness?
Right. So what is it?
How would you describe it?
So let me start by saying I think that they are one and the same a little bit with subtle differences.
Okay.
I know that people use the words interchangeably when they're talking about relationships.
Right.
Like, I want a faithful person. I want someone who's loyal. But I kind of feel that sometimes they're thinking of the same thing.
Yeah.
And so in that, I think the words are synonymous.
Right.
But I do think that there are subtle differences.
Okay.
Between loyalty and faithfulness. So let me tell you a little bit of preface on how we got to this topic. So I was having a conversation with my brother-in-law.
Okay.
And we kind of started talking about faithfulness and loyalty.
Okay.
And he mentioned that men may not be as faithful, but they are loyal.
Okay.
And I hope I'm not getting this wrong, and I'm just really paraphrasing. Thoughts here.
Okay.
And
for all you guys, men out there, please comment because I really want to hear.
We really want to hear your point of view from
from men's perspective. Okay, so according to your brother-in-law,
right,
men are loyal.
They're loyal.
But not necessarily. That doesn't mean that they are necessarily faithful.
That doesn't mean that they're necessarily faithful. And because if there may be an indiscretion in the relationship, that doesn't mean that he's not loyal to you.
Okay, so back to my original question. So what is faithfulness? What is it?
Faithfulness is... right? Your commitment. You making a commitment to someone or something.
Okay.
To show up and to be there. Okay. Right? And then I kind of see, and then I know that definition may kind of evolve the more we talk.
Okay.
And I think loyalty is like you're there for that person no matter what.
Okay. All right.
That's not Webster's definition, but that's just.
But that's just right. Yeah. No, I was looking for the technical definition of it, but how we may see it.
Right.
How we may see faithfulness and how we may see loyalty.
Right.
Because I do believe that they are not the same.
Okay.
They are not the same. Because I do think, like you mentioned before, when you're faithful, is that you are committed, and to me, when I hear faith, is that I have this belief that, and since we're talking about romantic relationship, right, in a marriage, it's like you are the only one. I'm faithful to you, and you are the only one. Loyalty to me, doesn't necessarily mean I'm committed to one person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just loyal to you. When you need me, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to kind of, ride or die. Like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have your back no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And when maybe, the whole society or the whole world disagrees with you, I'm going to be that person that is going to be right there with you saying, no, 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 no.
Okay.
That's loyalty.
I can
to
see.
me.
Okay. So, okay. Because I think that you can't have one without the other. So I think that loyalty is a byproduct of faithfulness, if that makes sense. I think faithfulness is the process and loyalty is the outcome. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So then let me ask you this. Okay, so two things here. So if you're in a committed relationship where we agree that it's just you and I in this covenant and there's no one else, we are exclusive. So if you step outside of that relationship and see someone else, you are unfaithful, right? Will we agree on that?
Say that one more time. In a relationship.
It's
just you and I.
You and I. If that's our understanding.
Right.
That is just you and I.
Right.
Right?
I'm going to be faithful to you.
I'm going to be faithful to you.
And you're going to be faithful to me.
Right.
Right.
But if I break that act, or if I break that covenant, that bond with you.
Yes.
Then you're saying I can still be loyal to you.
I think so. I think you still can be loyal, because I can still, so let's say I'm in a relationship and I'm the one who kind of, to the side, and steps outside of that commitment, and I'm no longer faithful. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be there if you need me. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to have your back if you need me.
Okay.
So that's how I think is different.
Okay. And so you and my brother-in-law, you all kind of see it the same way, because he was saying, well, if a man is unfaithful, he can go out here and be with a whole bunch of girls.
Right.
However, he's not going to put that one girl over his wife.
Right.
Any girl over his wife or girlfriend or whatever. And to him, that's loyalty, because I'm not leaving you for her. I'm not, no one can take her place.
Right. And I'm going to make sure that this other woman respects you. I'm going to make sure, because I'm loyal to you. I am not promoting.
Right. We're
not
not
condemning, that type of behavior from any man. Is not what we are saying. But just for the
sake of conversation. Yeah.
I believe that a man can be unfaithful but continue to be loyal to their partner. And for the same reasons that you just mentioned, that he can be with this girl, that girl, but at the end of the day, I'm going to have your back. I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to put you above everybody else. Again, this is not something that I agree, that type of behavior is not something that I agree with.
Right.
However, to be unbiased,
right,
I believe that is possible.
So do you think, so you think you can have one without the other?
I think you can have one without the other.
They're solely independent attributes.
I think so, because, and yes, most of the times you want to have both. Yeah. And most of the times you want one to kind of lead to the other one. But in reality, there have been situations where I've seen people who are faithful, but they're not loyal.
Okay, give me an example.
Yeah, you're the only one, you're my wife, I'm not cheating on you. But then, when it comes to family members, I have their back before I have yours. Or I agree with them before I agree with you.
That's a good perspective.
Or, I listen to my mom, my sister, my brother, my friend before I listen to you. So to me, that's not loyalty. You are faithful because you are not sleeping with any other woman. But when it comes to that loyalty, you don't have my back. You're not loyal to me. You're loyal to whoever else or everybody else, and I see that happen a lot. So that's why I'm saying that's because of those, I guess, those experiences. It makes me believe that they are not the same thing. You can have one without the other. You can be loyal without being faithful, and you can be faithful without being loyal.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see your point of view on that. I definitely see your point of view. So it's not like there's this common saying, like if you lie, you'll cheat. And if you cheat, you'll steal. You see how
how it leads to
the other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why kind of like the thinking I was like, faithfulness is the process that leads to loyalty.
Yeah, but I think that's a very black and white way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I have heard that before. My grandma actually, used to say the same thing.
You cheat, you steal.
Exactly. Like, we're not going to do this because then you're gonna do this and this and this and this and that. But which great. I mean, it's a great way to raise your children, kind of having that foundation, because that's what may lead to having ethics and all of that. However, I think that's a very black and white way of thinking.
Okay. See, we need your...
Yes.
Please. Comment.
Yes, because I really want to hear, because maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm seeing it differently because of, like I mentioned before, my own experiences, things that I have witnessed, but that doesn't mean that that's the right way, right? So I would love to hear from both males and females and see what are their...
Yeah, I mean, and also in the conversation with my brother-in-law, he mentioned another dynamic, and I'm not sure how this kind of like adds to the conversation.
Okay.
But he mentioned that you have to think that we are adopting Western philosophies when it comes to a way when we think about faithfulness and loyalty, that because we are not from here in terms of our ancestors, we are adopting Western philosophies, and it's done a whole lot different back in in other countries.
Okay.
So I wish he was here to elaborate more on that, but that was something else, another layer that he did share.
Okay. I think that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to generalize, of course.
Right.
But I think that makes sense, because now that you mentioned that, now that you're saying that, most of the situations that I have witnessed that have led me to believe that one is not the other, or that they don't come together, are experiences where the people involved are people of our culture or my culture. So
wait, say that again.
The whole thing that you can be faithful and not loyal.
Okay, so my thinking.
No, my thinking.
No,
you think that they both come together.
I think they do merge at some point.
Okay, so and what I'm saying is that you can have one without having the other, because you can be faithful, but that doesn't mean that you are not loyal, right? And the people who have been involved in situations that have led to me thinking that way, meaning couples,
right,
who have been in situations where maybe perhaps
they were faithful,
one of the partners
loyal.
Yeah, they are from our backgrounds. They are Black or Hispanics, and they have that mentality,
right?
Like, well, what do you mean? I'm here with you.
Right.
Yeah, I have all these other girls out there, but who's taking my money? Whose homes I'm coming to every night, or whatever. So they think that I'm loyal to you, because at the end of the day, if I'm have to pick someone or choose someone, it's going to be you. Not saying that's the right way of thinking, but I'm saying that's what I have seen. And yeah, I don't know. I think I could just confuse myself, but...
Well, here's your first would you rather question. Would you rather have someone who is loyal or faithful?
Oh, Lord. Oh, see? Because just because my general opinion on the topic...
It doesn't matter. It's
because
great conversation.
I know, but it's difficult to choose one, because, again, just because my opinion... leads me to believe that it could be one way. That doesn't mean that in my relationship we're gonna play. We're not doing that. Okay. They both come together.
They both come together in your own relationship.
In my relationship. Don't get any ideas, Tommy. Okay. They both come together. You gotta be faithful. You gotta be loyal, and
absolutely,
you don't cross one of those two.
Right. So this is the only would you rather that I will allow her to say. Not one, but both.
Okay, thank you.
One, but both.
You're finally letting me be me.
On that one. Just on that question, because it's like, no, you deserve both. I mean, if you put it that way,
yes, we deserve. As women, as men.
As men too,
two individuals who have agreed on being in a relationship. Yeah, it shouldn't be. And that's what I'm saying. Just because I think this way, that doesn't mean that it's right.
Right.
Because you have to be both. You have to be faithful and you have to be loyal.
Yeah.
And with the loyalty, even if, I don't agree with my partner, but I'm going to pretend I'm agreeing with you, but when it's just the two of us, I'm going to let you out. Like, I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Okay. So is there any particular... How long does that loyalty go? Like, at what point is it like, even when you're in front of people, is it like, okay, no, you're wrong on that. Like, I can't go with you on this. Is there a point for you? Is there a topic for you?
Yes, yes. But at the same time, it's like, no, because...
You know it when it happens?
Yes.
But I can't say what that is right now?
I can't say what that is right now, but anything that involves... but that's the thing, Tommy's not the type of person who will say things just to hurt someone else. But, like, situations like that, I think, is when I'll be like, okay, you're wrong. Or there have been times where I don't say anything. Because I'm not going to go against you in front of people, but I'm not going to...
Agree.
I'm not going to agree with you. So I'm just going to stay quiet, and I'm going to excuse myself from the conversation if I can. But then I may go back and say, that was messed up, or that wasn't, or that wasn't right. Because my husband has that personality where he's going to say what he thinks he needs to say. What you see is what you get. He's one of those. But for the most part, I agree with his way of thinking. But again, there have been situations where I'm like,
You were off on that one.
You were off on that one.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that later for right now. But how about you? Have you been in situations where you think that your faithfulness or your loyalty have been tested?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I've been in situations where my loyalty has been tested. But I also agree with you. I can't like name a specific situation.
Right.
That I'll just go against him.
Yeah.
In public like that.
Right.
Like if we're really having, like if it's serious. Now when we have like casual debates at the house when people come over something. And if I differ, But if it's like really serious, no, I can't think of a time where I've done that, or I don't think I can name a situation, again, unless it's something that is like, like you really would have to be really demeaning someone. Right. Like really being hurtful, spiteful to someone.
For you to kind of feel like you need to step up right now.
Right, or a group, or people group or something like that. You were, for me to say, I would have to say no or go against you. Like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I haven't been in a situation where I feel that, I need to make sure that everybody knows that I don't agree with you right now, because this is way of, like, I haven't been in situations like that, but I have been in situations where I'm able, for the moment, to just keep it to myself, keep my idea, because it's serious, but it's not that serious. It doesn't involve demeaning anyone, hurting anyone, or anything like that. Yeah. But yeah, and loyalty, my loyalty has been tested.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of for me, it was in those early years of dating or whatever it is that me and Tommy were doing back there. It was like, wait a minute. Where is your loyalty?
Yeah, because I don't think that that you know that you're loyal until you have an opportunity not to be.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense. And
Yeah.
I really think that loyalty is not something that you give right away.
Correct.
You have to earn that loyalty, or you have to develop that desire to be loyal for a specific, for a person. So yeah, I think that at first, when you first enter a relationship, when you first start dating someone, or when you start a friendship, the loyalty may not be. I don't think that's something that comes. It's given. It's not a given. It's something that evolves with time.
Right.
And I may be wrong, but that's again the way I see it, or the way that I have experienced it.
Okay. So that's interesting. So we would love to hear your thoughts on it and get at us in the comment section.
And you know what I wonder now that I think about it?
What?
And this is for our friends to think about it. Also, how different generations view loyalty and faithfulness.
Like maybe older generations.
Yeah.
I mean, because they were loyal. I just think of loyal. Oh my God, they were loyal and faithful until the end of time. Most of them,
So I wonder, compared to the
this
young generation.
Yeah. That would be interesting. That's something to think about. Maybe we could continue this conversation on from that vantage point.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. So, if we could kind of swerve a little bit.
Okay.
With all the madness going on in the world, right? I heard recently that President-elect Joe Biden is currently, he's still a proponent of having the inauguration outside. Even though with the heightened threats and, the heightened security of centered around what happened at the Capitol building. Do you agree that this inauguration should be held outside, or you think it should be indoors?
I really don't have an opinion on that one.
Okay.
I honestly don't have an opinion. I don't want to say that I don't care. I don't want to sound insensitive. I don't want to say that I don't care. But I think that right now, as a person, because this is the way I see it. If he decides to do it outside, whoever wants to show up is going to show up.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't want to, for whatever reasons, is not going to.
Right.
Where at the same time, I think that even if he doesn't do it outside, whoever wants to show up and be out there is going to do it anyway.
So either way, whether it's indoors or outside, whoever wants to show up will show up.
So that's why I'm like, I don't think I have an opinion on that, because I think people will do what they think, what feels right to them. And if it feels right to them to go out there and show the support.
No, I'm talking more so from a security standpoint.
From a security standpoint, I don't understand why. I don't agree from the security standpoint. I don't agree because
you don't agree with
having it outside.
Yeah.
From the security standpoint.
Right.
I don't agree with having it outside because it is promoting for people to come out. And I'm not just talking about violence, but I'm thinking about COVID. Like, I'm even thinking about that. I'm thinking, so you cannot, in one hand, say, protect yourself, COVID, and be alert and social distancing, because he's a proponent of that, right?
Correct.
But now you want to do this outside because it's something that is for you. I don't know. I haven't been following the news, and I don't know what's going on right now. So I haven't had the time to really think and process these things.
Yeah.
But as of right now, right on the spot, I'm going to say I don't have an opinion about it. But at the same time, I don't understand why why he has the need to have something outside with the things that, with the
What transpired.
tension that is out there now. And then we are dealing with COVID.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that they should at least consider or reconsider maybe having it inside. For public safety and his own personal safety.
Why not? I mean, what's going? Why can't you just have something intimate?
Where I think so. Like, I mean, but it's a grand affair. I mean, you're swearing a new president,
and the first female minority, African American or black woman. So I get it, but at the same time it's like, okay, but we are dealing with all of these other things. I'm just saying that people are gonna do whatever people want to do anyway, but
so I just thought I'd ask that. It was just something that was on my mind, and I thought I'd ask. So we have reached the moment of the show.
I had a break.
You had a break?
I had a break. Let's see, maybe I can do it.
Maybe you can do it.
Okay.
So, would you rather?
And I'm pretty energized, so maybe I can get this right.
We'll see. You say she can
your way, not right, because your way is not right, but maybe we can get it your way.
My way is how you play the game.
Whatever.
Which is the correct way, not your own spin. So let's do it the correct way. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Your first question is, would you rather be gassy on your first date or on your wedding night?
I'm going to say on the wedding night.
Why?
Because the first date, that may scare me forever.
It could, but it may, you're loyal. If you can stay with me doing it, you're really showing me your loyalty.
It's the first date.
I know.
I don't have to be loyal. We already talked about that. Loyalty is not a given.
But so he would be a real one if he stayed, right? If you could still stay with me through that
first date,
you must really like me for me.
You don't even know me. You on that first date.
You really must want to get to know me.
See, that I'll take. You really want to get to know me because then I'll think you're a stalker or something is wrong with you because we just met.
Okay,
it's
so
the first date.
I got you. All right. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel or Wonder Woman? Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Who will you team up with?
I think I'll say Captain Marvel too.
Okay.
Would you rather labor under a hot sun or extreme cold?
Do I rather labor? Okay.
Very hot burning sun or extreme cold?
I don't like being cold, but I'm going to say extreme cold.
Okay.
Because if you keep moving and you lay your ab, I don't know, maybe there's a way that you can warm up.
Maybe. Would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen?
Beyonce's talent or Jay's? Okay. I'm going to say Jay-Z. What will you pick?
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I don't need to be talented.
No. All right. Would you rather spend a week in the forest or a night in a real haunted house?
A week in the haunted house.
The haunted house.
What will you pick?
The forest.
You pick the forest. Why? Why will you pick the forest?
I don't want to be associated or bothered with anything haunted.
Yeah.
I'll take my chances in the forest.
Because I don't feel like I'm taking any chances. Because that stuff doesn't scare me.
Right. It doesn't scare you, but...
Yeah, so that's why I'm
petrified. So, I'll take my chances. I bet not see somebody with their head turn around. Oh, my God. No.
I'll be like, you're quitting now. Stop it.
That's a neat trick. How you do that? Girl. I'm done. I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. Last one. Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes? You're so dumb.
What? Wait, what?
Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
Why would you even ask me that question?
You were doing so well. Don't mess it up. Select one.
Okay, I'll do my best. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm going to say underwear because I don't have to wear them.
That's right. You don't have to wear
I don't
them.
have to wear them.
You don't
right?
have to wear them.
Okay, so I would choose that one.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, and since you may ask,
What?
what about when you on your period, right?
Well, I have to lead up to that because you were You're so dumb. Well, what will you do if you're on your cycle?
Oh my God. I don't know. What do you think about getting some biker shorts?
Yeah, just buy a lot of biker shorts.
Yes,
then.
because we just said you don't have to wear the underwear, so you can wear the shorts without the underwear.
Yeah, and use them as underwear. Okay.
What will you choose?
Initially, I was thinking toothbrush.
Initially, like right now, or like before?
Just dumb. Like initially, I was thinking toothbrush because I figured I could just brush my teeth with my hand and goggle some mouthwash or something because I was like I'd rather have deal with dental issues or have a bad breath than to have infections and stuff.
Something going in there.
And so that's why I said toothbrush.
Okay.
But you did bring up a good point about you don't have to wear them.
You don't have to wear them. You can choose them, but you don't have to wear them. According to your logic,
Correct.
it goes however I think it should go in my head.
Yeah. That's how it's supposed to go.
Okay.
So this wraps up this episode, and we enjoyed you all. It was great to be back here.
Yep.
So continue to look out for us when that notification sound off. Click us. That means we got a new video that we'll be uploading weekly or bi-weekly, but we're gonna try to stick with the weekly.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and follow us on
Twitter.
where you follow?
Where do you follow? Instagram?
Instagram and Twitter. And like us on
share.
Facebook and share.
Share. Yes.
Yep. So on that note, life doesn't have to be this or that. It should be this and that.
Adios.
See you later.